Picture this. A legendary filmmaker takes one of the scariest stories ever told and flips it into something deeply personal and emotional, like a family reunion filled with unresolved tensions. That's the bold twist Guillermo del Toro is bringing to his long-awaited adaptation of Mary Shelley's timeless classic, Frankenstein. But here's where it gets controversial. Del Toro himself insists it's not a horror flick at all, but a heartfelt family drama. Intrigued? Let's dive in and unpack why this reimagining is sparking so much buzz and debate. For those new to the tale, Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein in 1818, crafting a story about a brilliant scientist named Victor Frankenstein who defies nature by creating life from dead parts. It's a cautionary tale about ambition gone wrong, exploring themes of isolation, responsibility, and the human cost of playing God. Del Toro, the Oscar-winning director behind films like The Shape of Water and Pan's Labyrinth, has finally brought his dream project to life. This version is streaming on Netflix, hitting select theaters on October 17th and premiering on the platform on November 7th. It's been a decade in the making, and fans are eager to see how he interprets this Gothic masterpiece. In a recent interview with Deadline, Del Toro shared his vision, calling it a family drama, rather than a horror movie. He explained that while the story might seem like a spooky thriller on the surface, it's really about the emotional bonds between fathers and sons, the search for forgiveness, and the pain passed down through generations. Mia Goth, who stars in the film alongside Oscar Isaac, known for Moon Knight, echoed this sentiment. She described it as a moving story full of heart, one that's been close to Del Toro's heart since he was just 10 years old. And this is the part most people miss. Del Toro acknowledges that technically it's rooted in horror, but after years of crafting fantasy worlds, he sees it as something richer, layered with Catholic-inspired themes of redemption and compassion. Joe Blow's reviewer, Chris Bumbrae, got an early look and gave it a solid 7/10 rating. You can check out his full thoughts here. The film delves into Victor's arrogance and obsession with eternal life, leading him to create a creature doomed to a lonely, immortal existence. As the official logline puts it, Oscar-winning director Guillermo del Toro adapts Mary Shelley's classic tale of Victor Frankenstein, a brilliant but egotistical scientist who brings a creature to life in a monstrous experiment that ultimately leads to the undoing of both the creator and his tragic creation. It's a reminder for beginners that the original book isn't just about monsters. It's a profound exploration of ethics and humanity. The cast is a powerhouse lineup that adds even more excitement. Oscar Isaac plays Victor with Mia Goth as a key character, Jacob Elordi stepping in as the monster after Andrew Garfield had to drop out, Christoph Waltz bringing his sharp wit, Charles Dance adding gravitas, and Ralph Ineson in a memorable cameo. This isn't just star power. It's a nod to how Del Toro blends familiar faces with fresh interpretations to make the story feel alive and relevant today. Del Toro's journey with this project has been a roller coaster. Over a decade ago, it was set up at Universal Studios, with Doug Jones, famous for his creature roles in The Shape of Water, slated to play the monster. They even created a detailed bust inspired by Bernie Wrightson's iconic illustrations from a 7-year adaptation of Shelley's novel. But the project fizzled out. Now, it's resurrected at Netflix, the same platform that partnered with Del Toro on his whimsical Pinocchio and the eerie anthology series Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. It's a testament to how streaming services are giving filmmakers the freedom to explore ambitious ideas. Yet here's the twist that might surprise you. Despite Del Toro's insistence that it's not horror, the Motion Picture Association has slapped an R rating on it for bloody violence and grisly images. So while he frames it as an emotional drama, there are still elements that could unsettle viewers. Is this a clever way to subvert expectations, or does it risk confusing audiences who expect jump scares and chills? Del Toro argues that after 200 years, the story still stirs compassion and warns against overstepping boundaries, innovating in ways that make it beautifully emotional. This brings us to the big question. Can a story as inherently terrifying as Frankenstein truly shed its horror roots and become a family drama? Some might argue that Del Toro's approach honors the book's deeper messages, making it accessible to a wider audience. But others could see it as watering down the original's dark intensity. After all, Shelley's novel was born from a ghost story contest and has terrified readers for centuries. What do you think? Does reimagining Frankenstein as a tale of familial bonds and redemption enhance its timeless appeal? Or does it strip away the fear that makes it so unforgettable? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with Del Toro? Or do you crave more of the classic horror elements? Let's discuss.